What's up, Ray? Tripping, man. He ain't in there. That's what I told y'all.
What you talking about, man? He's dead. Think easy about it, man. Easy calm.
Y'all wanna go down there and check it out?
I'm trying to go out in the rain, man. I'm
Trying to get us
wet.
wet.
You know what I'm saying? My trucks.
Y'all scared of the rain?
Locate boys.
To stall, weren't you? So I actually need to be careful on this one because this actually could scrape. This isn't up, there it goes. How y'all doing today, guys? I am in a Audi A4 from 2002. Okay, and by far this is German engineering. This is a 2002 Audi A4. It's got a 1.8 liter engine with a turbo strap to it. This car belongs to my friend Kevin. I actually went to H2O with this guy. And in fact, if you watch my H2O after movie, you will see him. There's a clip that's like 2 or 3 seconds long that he's in. I'll play it for you guys right now. I'll tell you what, there's very, very little cabin noise, which is nice and not. The reason I say it's nice is because I can actually hear myself talk. The reason it's not is because I'm used to American cars that all you hear is noise. You put that thing in 4th gear at 80 miles an hour and all you hear is but I've never driven a German car. This is the first German car I've ever driven, and Kevin was joking about, he was talking about German engineering, and I can see why people say that. This is also the first all-wheel drive car I've ever driven. I've never driven an all-wheel drive car. The one thing Kevin told me to do was when you go through a turn, don't let up. I am not stalling this car. Not stalling. Can I make this? Oh, turning radius. The car's putting down about 250 horsepower to the crank. It's on 19 pounds of boost right now. At H2O, it was only running 3 or 4 because the wastegate was like stuck open or something. So he was missing out on all this power when it's rainy outside. All-wheel drive car, rain. I can think of 2 things you do with that. 1 is burnouts, 2 is burnouts. All the gauges in this thing look great. The interior, you know, this is from 2002. So if you guys know anything about early 2000s, every early 2000s car had a terrible interior. Like, end of story, they were so bad. Like, look at any American car made from the early 2000s. It looks like they were just made out of plastic Tupperware and impact molding. It looked terrible, okay? Like, look at F-bodies. Nobody buys F-bodies because of their stunning interior or C5 Corvettes. No, people buy F-bodies because that has an LS motor and you can buy them for $5,500 now. This is the contrary. This has a very nice interior, and this is 2002. Like, this has a nicer interior than my Vet. I mean, that's kind of expected, but, you know, at the same time, like, this is really nice. With German cars, the stance culture is very, very prevalent with them. So, you know, VWs, Golf, stuff like that, people love the stance of those cars. In fact, a very popular thing to do to VWs anyway, people put C4 Corvette rims on them. The saw blades, people love those things. Yeah, that was good, right? You see, I know how to drive. Not much, but yeah. But the stance culture. The stance culture has taken these cars by storm. And I will say, you know, with this car is kind of a stance car. It's very low. It does scrape in places. Now, is that real practical for a daily driver? No, not really. But the thing is, I really do think that with these cars, I think that the stance is the best scene that they can be in, if that makes sense. Some cars cater towards the drag racing scene, the drifting scene, like that's where they're meant to be and that's where they really thrive. These cars, they always seem to thrive in the stance culture. You see them everywhere. You see Porsches everywhere. You see BMWs everywhere. You see these everywhere, these Audis. They're all over the place. You know, they look great. And you know, for the people that say, oh, I hate stance cars, let me tell you, I think the concept is stupid. Why would you? In fact, there's one going by right now, it's stupid, a stance Integra. I think it's one of the dumbest things you could possibly do to a car, especially when you do stuff like a guy named Killionaire, the guy at H2O last year, who basically got his FRS towed and now had to sell it because of all the lawsuits behind it. Kevin set this car up pretty well. You know, he's got a whole bunch of stickers on it, you know, but that's just his personality. Like, I mean, you talk to him, all the stickers make sense. And the rims that he's got on this car, now granted, this car is stanced, but it's not like uber stance. Like, I'm talking like uber low where the wheels are like this. Like, no, it's not like that. It's an aggressive stance, and it makes the car look very good. However, it's still drivable. Like, you could drive this every day, and he does. I'm actually gonna make sure real quick that the microphone that I put in is still on. I put a microphone on the muffler. I was just making sure it was still there because the last time I did that, it didn't end too well. In terms of other mods done to this car, not really much. I mean, besides the rims, a couple deals with the splitter, a couple other things just with the car, like the physical looks of the car. Nothing mechanically really has been done. I mean, the car has been tuned, so it does run a little bit better. Makes a little bit more power than the factory. As I said before, it's making 19 pounds of boost, so this isn't a slouch. Like, this gets out of its own way. Really nice car, man. Like I said, I really like turbo cars. These things are cool. Even at high speeds, you know, the car feels planted. I also think that has a lot to do with the fact that it's 4 doors and it's a sedan and not a sports car. But this thing feels good. But I just want to thank Kevin for coming out and letting me drive this car. You know, the guy lives in Pennsylvania. This is not his home state. You know, he was down here for the weekend, so he hit me up and we did the deal. So if you guys also are around the area and maybe want me to drive the car on the channel, or you guys want to see your car, whatever, hit me up via Gmail, check my About section on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, for some odd reason, I don't really know why. Every time I edit the video, I ask myself, why the fuck do people watch these things? Man, this thing downshifts so smooth. I want to say thank you all for watching this video, and thank you once again to Kevin for letting me drive this car. Like, this was awesome. I've never driven a German car, and now I understand, like, the crave. I understand the hype behind these things, man. These things are dope. Make sure to like for me. Make sure to subscribe for me. And with that, I'm going to say have a good day. See y'all later. Kevin, where'd you go? Do you want your car back, dude? I guess he ain't getting his car back because he ain't here.